Hi everyone, my name's Celeste and welcome to my Ethogram assignment. So first off, I'm going to introduce you to the character that I chose to study, and that would be Maximus. Maximus is a white-haired male horse from the Disney movie Tangled. And then over here to the right, I put some of his personal characteristics that are unique to him and his character in the film, and I thought were pretty important to study. And then a little bit about his backstory and the environment that I observed him in is that the film takes place in the kingdom of Corona, and the majority of the scenes we see him in take place in the forest that's on the outskirts of the kingdom.
Retrieve that satchel at any cost! Yes, sir!
So as you can see from the previous clip, Maximus is very dominant and takes his leadership very seriously, which is why I chose to focus my study on his behaviorisms that communicated and portrayed those specific qualities. So with that being said, in this slide, I just included the full list of the 6 behaviors that my data is based off of. The first behavior I examined was his power stance, which I defined as a broad, prominent stance in which all 4 of the horse's legs were firmly planted on the ground and he exhibited an elongated neck. He tilted his chin up and his chest was pushed forward. I thought this behavior was important because it was a nonverbal way that the animal communicated its dominance and resilience. And then I included a picture of them on the right. And then the second behavior, which was the most recorded behavior, although it's pretty self-explanatory, it is the common use of communication between itself and other horses and humans, and it is a type of vocalization that can be used to draw attention to itself. I combined the third and fourth behaviors because they were both the least occurring, but they were defining to Maximus's personality and were both actions that the animal took. So the third one, which is Flemin, is demonstrated in the picture on the right, and it correlates to Flemin because it's the response in which the animal tilted its head up or down and was the action of it sniffing for a scent. And then galloping, which is the steady pace of running or chasing at a fast speed, was typically shown when in pursuit of action. And then we have huffing, which was the second most common behavior and is a form of vocalization that Maximus used quite often to communicate frustration or satisfaction, or just to bring attention to his needs. And lastly, we have loyal behaviorisms. This examined behavior sounds very broad, but it was initially the entire incentive of Maximus to display loyal behaviorisms, and we see that through his loyalty to the mission to hunt down Flynn Rider and in the end help Rapunzel as well. The final portion of my presentation is the data chart, which you can see in the slide above. This portion of data was recorded over a span of 15 minutes in which each of the above behaviors were observed. As you can see, the 2 most common behaviors were the animal's verbal communication, in which it vocalized its needs or distresses. In Maximus's case, he is a very charismatic character, so the majority of the time his neighing or huffing was very dramatic or sarcastic. Overall, I really enjoyed this project, and it definitely made me more aware of how to document and observe animal behaviorisms and their verbal and nonverbal communications. Thank you for watching!